Hey everybody, welcome to Bura Tech. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about how Unreal or Epic Games has just bought Sketchfab. Alright, welcome back. First in this video, I want to make sure that you like and subscribe. The more likes and subscribers we get, the more content we can make. And of course, the number one reason why you subscribe to this amazing YouTube channel is to get the money-making trends before they become mainstream. So, Epic, as you already know, has a lot of money in the bank from Fortnite. Even with their Apple lawsuit, they still have lots of money coming in, and they are putting it to good use. I really do like Epic Games, and I love the Unreal Engine, as you know, because I've been saying that for years and years, and the new version of Unreal 5 is amazing, and it's about to get a whole lot better. If you don't already know, the Unreal Engine has a marketplace where you can buy and sell assets. If you're a 3D designer here, you can go just simply buy something, like anything that you can make something, whatever you want, and you can buy whatever's on the store. And the quality is really good. I can just simply take a look at this one here, and it absolutely looks amazing. I've been doing game development for a long time, and if I had this quality of assets 10 or 15 years ago, it would absolutely blow my mind. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about the implications of Epic buying Sketchfab. Now, if you don't already know, Sketchfab is a 3D marketplace, and it is actually a really cool 3D marketplace. There's lots of things that you can buy here. So, for example, if you need to buy furniture or 3D furniture for whatever pretty much you need for a digital scene or for your game or whatever, you can do that. And one thing that I really like to mention is that the online previews of Sketchfab is absolutely amazing, right? So there's a lot of really cool things in here. So like, for example, you just hover over this, you can take a look at the model in 3D time. Now, this is amazing. Now, if you also know, I've been a huge proponent of HTML5, and I wish this happened maybe 10 years ago, but that was not to be. Nevertheless, there's a lot of really cool things that you can do with the web here, and this kind of gives you an example of it. But if you need, for example, any kind of 3D models, you can go ahead and use it here. Now, I should also point out that I decided to type in Star Wars, and you can actually buy Star Wars models here. Now, you have to understand though, and I don't think these are probably not for sale, but you probably might be able to use them in like a scene or whatever, but obviously, if something's copyrighted, you cannot use it in your game. Like, you cannot just throw this in your game and expect it to work out. That is not the way copyright works, especially now that Disney owns Star Wars, okay? So just because it's on Sketchfab doesn't mean you can actually use it in your game here. But the whole point of this here is that there are so many cool models here, and I guarantee you that Sketchfab is probably going to merge into the marketplace here, or the marketplace is going to merge onto Sketchfab. Probably not the latter, but what's definitely going to happen here is that whenever Epic buys something, it makes it better. You know, sometimes companies get acquired and they end up becoming worse, but other times they actually end up becoming better. And Epic really knows what they're doing. If you don't already know, if you want to use the Unreal Engine, you can just simply download it. You get all the tools downloaded for free, and you can make $1 million off of Epic for just basically making a game. That's $1 million of profit for free. And once you hit that $1 million in revenue, what happens is that they only take 5%. Well, that's pretty good. So on your next million, you only have to pay $50,000. That's awesome. And 5% is an extremely reasonable rate. It's not 30 or 50, it's 5. 5% is fairly reasonable, and I do enjoy that number here, right? So as you can see, there's so many cool things that you can add in here from Sketchfab. So if you don't already know, the Unreal Engine has Nanite, and Nanite is a system within Unreal that allows you to basically deconstruct and process high poly images or models into your game. What does that mean? Well, when you make a model, you can make it very detailed with lots of faces, or you can make it very low poly, meaning that there's not a lot of faces. Something like this might have a lot of faces in it, and to put it into a game engine, you'd used to have to kind of optimize it. But what Nanite does is Nanite kind of optimizes it for you, and it does it in such a way that it makes the game efficient to run. That was a huge problem of game development in the past. You always would spend a lot of time just optimizing your mesh for your games, because either like the Xbox or your PC or whatever or your mobile phone or whatever just couldn't handle it. Like it couldn't handle that many polys, but Unreal does it for you. So a lot of these things and a lot of these items here are just ready to go with Nanite. And so there are so many awesome things in here. And it's something that's a really good piece of news here. And there's going to be what this also means is there's going to be a lot more free content that you can use. But if you need that little extra thing for your game, there'll be a lot of extra paid content. And believe it or not, after trying to make a few games, the content on the marketplace, while good, is limited. Like, I mean, it's very limited. You know, if I type in Greek here, right, you know, there's a lot of good stuff. But, you know, nowhere near the Greek Assassin's Creed level here. Like, there's nothing like that here. So, as you can see from this simple example, it is a little bit limited. Now, if I go into Sketchfab here and I type in Greek, you'll see that there's probably a bit more. Like, there's this here. There's some statues here. This looks like an actual 3D render of a Greek ruin here, which is kind of neat here. And, you know, you can see that there's a lot more models here. There's some ruins here, which looks a little low poly, but nevertheless, still pretty good here. But you can see on Sketchfab, there are a lot more Greek models that you can use. And that's something that's really good. And that's probably why Epic bought this out, is so that they can use a lot of these models here to help game developers. Epic is again, one of my favorite companies. It does a really good job. In terms of helping game developers here. All right. So that concludes this video. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Epic buying Sketchfab is a good idea? Please let me know. I do want to hear your comments down below. Remember, this channel doesn't do a Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital products down below. The more money you get from the content that you buy below, the more content we can make. If you really like this channel, you can subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. We release 20 to 60 hours of fresh new content per month, every single month. It really does help us out when you subscribe to our content. If you subscribe to our content, Mammoth Interactive will become one of the best e-learning companies out there. All we need is 10,000 paid subscribers. We have monthly and yearly options. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.